It's about a month before Pesach. I don't want to panic anyone. We just finished Purim, we just got over our hangover, and we are preparing for Pesach now. The Code of Jewish Law tells us that, this is what I have here in front of me, that 30 days before Passover, before Pesach, you should start learning, involving yourself in understanding and studying the laws and the ideas of Passover, which of course is a wonderful and beautiful idea, especially Passover, which has got so many laws, so much detail. It's a very important thing to prepare yourself. And we don't believe that the mitzvahs are just things that you do. They are things that you should think about and feel as well. In order to think about them, in order to feel the mitzvot, in order to experience them correctly, they have to be backed by some Torah knowledge. And so therefore, every single Jew is told to prepare before every festival by studying the festival, studying the laws, etc. Not just to know what to do, but to know how to think about what to do and what to remember and the ideas and the philosophy behind it. The first law, that's the first law that we have in the Code of Jewish Law regarding Pesach, which is prepare yourself by studying 30 days before. The second law is fascinating. It says this, Uminhag, it is a custom, liknois chitim la'aniyim, to buy wheat for the poor, l'tzorech Pesach, for the sake, for the needs of the festival of Pesach. And anyone who lives in a city for 30 days must contribute to this. So if you're there for 30 days, you have to contribute. I think this is beautiful because, and I think the symbolism, aside from the pragmatic value of giving money to people who are poor, Pesach is an expensive yontiv, an expensive festival. Everyone is celebrating by eating. So we have to make sure that people are not hungry and are able to buy matzah and all the various needs of Pesach, etc. But I think there's more to it than that. The idea of Pesach is God redeeming us from suffering, redeeming the Jews from suffering in Egypt, redeeming us from poverty, from slavery, from subjugation, and from suffering. So what's the first law that we read about here? Which is redeem someone else from suffering, redeem someone else from slavery, redeem someone else from poverty and from hunger. And that's, I think, a very important idea. God introduces himself as, I am the Lord who took you out of the land of Egypt. One of the reasons he does this is because he wants us to imitate him in being God-like. So the first statement of God in the Ten Commandments is, I took you out of Egypt. What's that telling us? Take other people out of Egypt. Meaning, whatever Egypt a person is in, suffering psychologically, suffering financially, suffering socially, whatever the suffering is, it's our obligation to help redeem the person and get them out of their Egypt. And that's why in the laws of Passover, the first halacha, the first law is prepare mentally and intellectually and spiritually for the coming festival. And secondly, ensure that you don't only celebrate God taking us out of Egypt, but you help in taking other people out of their Egypt. Thanks very much. Mordechai Becher with the Gateway's Parshat vlog. And if you'd like to hear me in your community, contact me on LinkedIn or via the gatewaysonline.com. And thank you for watching.